Hi guys, good afternoon everyone, and welcome to the first ever episode of our ZENOH Office Hours. And thank you for taking your time out of your busy schedule to be here, whether you're joining as a business owner, finance leader, operation head, or as an entrepreneur. Today's conversation is designed specifically for you. Okay, let me start with a question. How many of you feel like your business has data, but you're not fully confident using it to the right to make a decision? So now here's the reality. Okay. So most growing businesses don't suffer from lack of data. They suffer from lack of clarity. And many teams are working very hard just by doing things that could have actually been automated in the first place. So in this session, we are going to cover a couple of topics. That is why businesses struggle with data clarity, how Soho Analytics helps you make confident decisions, how automation reduces your manual effort, real life connected system examples, and forecasting and risk preventions. Finally, we'll end the session with few of the Q&A session where your participants can ask us questions and we can answer it. Okay, so let me introduce you with our speakers. We have Deepthi, who works extensively with Soho Analytics and help businesses turn raw numbers into strategic insights. And also we have Namrata, who specializes in automation using Soho application, helping companies eliminate repetitive tasks and build efficient and scalable workflows. So hi guys, how are you guys doing today?
Hi, Gerald. I'm doing good. How are you? Hi,
Doing
Namrata.
great.
Hello, Dipti. Hello, Gerard. How are you guys?
Doing
Yeah,
good,
I'm
doing
good.
good. So can we start with the session?
Sure,
Start.
sure. We can.
Okay. So before we begin with the main topic, a quick note for all the participants who are watching. So if you have any questions at any point, drop them into our Q&A section. Okay. So we'll be answering this to the end of the session so that we can stay engaged. And as I told, this session is for the business owners. So let's start with the scenario itself so that they have better picture on what we're going to talk about. So a business owner says, sales look okay, but I don't know where money is leaking. So what happens first, analytics or automation?
The
Always
import.
analytics comes first. Because
Okay.
before something, you need to first understand what's broken. Like, and think of analytics like a medical scan for your business. And you don't prescribe treatment before diagnosis, right? And coming back to the topic, there could be so many examples why this is happening because maybe your discounts are quietly increasing, or maybe your cost per acquisition is doubled, or maybe 30% of your revenue comes from very low margin products. And one more reason could be like maybe one region is underperforming. So without visibility, you're just guessing. And this guessing in business is very expensive. So let me just ask you guys something. How often do you review your numbers? Daily, weekly, or monthly? And many people look at these reports once in a month and assume that it's enough. But businesses move daily, and analytics creates continuous awareness.
Important part is like if you automate a broken process, you just make a mistake faster. So
I
if your lead follow-up process is messy and you automate it blindly, now you just send wrong email faster. Like so, step one is clarity. Step two is structured action.
Okay. So let's say analytics shows your sales team takes 48 hours to follow up on lead, conversion rates are dropping. So now what?
In Zoho Analytics, we can see reports like lead response time trends and also conversion ratios by time delay and also performance by salesperson and also lead score quality. And
Okay.
sometimes business think leads are weak, but when we analyze, we find different reasons like leads aren't weak, response time is slow. And also we compare like weekday versus weekend conversions, morning versus evening response patterns, and also paid versus organic leads. So analytics exposes behavior patterns first.
Patterns like where automation transforms insight into execution. Instead of someone should follow, we create a system where a lead is assigned instantly, email acknowledgement goes immediately, reminder is scheduled automatically, escalation happens if no action in 24 hours. Now response time drops from 48 hours to 30 minutes. And here is the key actually: consistency improves. Human forget, but system don't.
Okay. So let's take a pause and just all the people who are watching. So how many of you rely on manual reminders today? And imagine saving even 1 hour per employee per day. If you have 5 people, that's 5 hours per day, 25 hours per week, 100 hours per month. That's almost 2.5 extra employees worth of productivity. And automation savings are invisible but massive. Okay, so you can have a thought about it itself. And let's talk something every business worries about: the cash flow. So, Aditya, how does analytics helps in this situation?
Coming to cash flow problems rarely appear suddenly. They build slowly actually. And with analytics, we can actually monitor like aging receivables, payment behavior patterns, and also expense spikes, and also vendor payment cycles, and also seasonal revenue dips. Like for example, if 40% of your clients consistently pay 15 days late, that's predictable. Analytics give early warnings to you. So you don't react when cash drops, you anticipate it.
And then
Okay,
automation reinforce like disciplines like automatic payments reminders, late fee notifications, alerts to finance team, credit limit blocks, approval workflows for larger expenses. Now you reduce dependency on memory. Okay, analytics
hmm,
shows analytics shows the pattern. Automation enforces control. Together they reduce it.
got it,
Together
got it.
they yeah. Together they reduce risk.
Understood, understood. So when it's combined, it's when the whole issue can be resolved. Got it, got it.
Yes.
So many small businesses actually think that, I mean, this do sound very powerful, but maybe it's built for an organization which is big, or maybe once they become big is when they can use it. So what would you guys say for that?
Definitely not. Because small businesses need this even more than big businesses because
Hmm,
you have fewer team members and decisions move faster and also mistakes hurt more in small businesses. So when visibility is clear, small businesses scale confidently. So it's not really about the size of your
the size of
business.
the, I understood, understood. Okay.
And I completely agree with you. That, like when you are a team of six, if
Hmm.
each person wastes 2 hours on repetitive tasks daily, that's 12 hours lost per day. That's not small.
Of
Automation
course.
doesn't replace people, focus on growth.
Correct, correct. That is totally right. I mean, that is not a small time. It's a huge time which is getting lost there. So, quick questions from audience, as I can see here. Can analytics help predict the future?
Definitely. But it depends upon your historic data actually. We use trend analysis, seasonal patterns, growth rates, and also sales forecasting models. Like for example, if your Q4 sales consistently increase by 18% year over year, so your analytics can project future expectations. So now it's not guessing, it's data driven projection. Forecasting helps you plan inventory, plan hiring, and also plan marketing spend. So prepared business outperform reactive businesses.
Got it, got it. Understood. So let's take a quick rapid question so that I can we can get a little more understanding on what we're talking about. So, do we need technical knowledge for this particular applications?
I wouldn't say so. The
Mhm.
basic for daily use purpose, you can do it for yourself. You don't need a developer to come and build you a complete dashboard because
Got it.
dashboard we only use it for very visual and intuitive purpose.
Understood. And how about automation trigger? Like, what if it happens? What if the automation what you have done is triggering completely incorrectly in the first place?
No, no, no. Actually, we have like why we test workflows before activation is we always maintain control.
Got it, got it. And one another main question which I was running in my head is like basically these systems, do they talk to each other?
Of course, like Zoho is made for like connecting the all the tools together, like CRM triggers books, books update inventory, projects
Mm.
notify teams. That's when system becomes intelligent.
Awesome,
Right?
got it. Thanks for that
Yes.
information. Yeah, so I have cleared up most of my doubts. So
Mm,
now
yeah.
let's look into what our participants has asking here. So as we were looking into, our team has said that there is one common question which most of the people were asking. That is, do we need technical knowledge to use Soho Analytics?
That's a very practical question though, but as mentioned before, for a day-to-day usage, no. Once
Mhm.
dashboards are set up, you just open them and review insights. It's visual, charts, trends, and comparisons. That's it. So if you want a very customized analytics or very complex formulas, then yes, some
Okay.
expertise might help, but normal businesses use. use some basic dashboards itself.
Understood. Got it. That should make sense. And so the other question is basically something which I asked you before itself, but
Yeah.
the people would like to know a little more elaborated way. So the
Mhm.
same thing, they would like to know if what if automation trigger incorrectly? Can it create any issues?
I'll give you an elaborate that's like why we do our testing is important. Like why testing is more important. Like you never switch everything live immediately. Okay, you
Mhm.
build the workflow, test it internally, run scenarios, then activate it. And even after activation, you can monitor logs, edit conditions, or pause workflows anytime. Automation increases control. It doesn't remove it. Basically.
Got it. Understood. That would be providing the information that you were asking, I guess. And next question is basically, can analytics help in forecasting the future performance?
Absolutely. If you have historical data, sales trends, seasonal patterns, growth rates, and analytics can project forward. It's not
Mhm.
guessing, it's based on actual numbers. So it helps you prepare instead of just reacting.
Got it. Thanks a lot for that. And as I can see here, this next question, it's actually a scenario which a concern that a participant has asked. So they have given us a scenario where they are basically a team of six people, and they are wondering if this particular application is an overkill for them.
Definitely not. In fact, for Zoho Analytics, smaller teams benefit more because decisions are quicker in smaller businesses.
And when your small time matters even more. If each person saves one a day through automation, that's powerful. Even I mentioned before for the particular equations, like it saves a lot of time for a
Mhm.
smaller organization actually.
Of course, I totally understand that, and I hope our participants also were able to understand that. And not to
Yes.
worry, we will be having further sessions on this also. So let me summarize today in one sentence.
Mm.
So, as per what I understood, analytics shows you what's happening, automation ensures it improves, and together they create the structure instead of the chaos in overall.
Mm.
So, if for you guys, if today's discussion made you reflect on where your business stands, we have actually come up together and created a small practical a business health check. So it's an assessment which you can have. So we'll be providing you the link in the description when the video is out. So it could have, evaluate you the visibility, efficiency, automation, readiness, scalability, strength. So take this assessment, see your score, and start with the clarity. Okay, and thank you both of you for your insights and providing this information and answering our participants' questions. Okay,
Absolutely.
and
No
we
issues.
will have further on these sessions also. Next week we will continue this journey of our next ZENOH Office Hours session,
Nice.
and all the participants go ahead and register and subscribe for the video if you're the video watching in the YouTube, and have a productive day, and let's build business with clarity, not confusion. So until then, see you next week. Take care.